Hi everybody. So in the last video, or between the last video and this one, I primed all or most of these rudimentary parts for beginning to do the final construction on the elevators. Although we're still doing some prep. So here, I am dimpling the outer rib cover pieces. Not exactly, covering straps basically. They cover both of the outside ribs that face opposite directions and get riveted together and hold the counterweights. One thing to notice is as I'm dimpling them, that the skins wind up getting bent because you're dimpling something in all the same direction and it winds up exacerbating the 90-degree turn, and it winds up looking like the profile of a bell, church bell, which is easy enough. You can simply bend it by hand or to get it a little straighter whenever you're mounting it to the outside ribs, which I found. So move on to, obviously this is dimpling time, so here I am dimpling all of the skins. Love that dimpler. Man, that thing just rips through this stuff. And I have no idea where I've gone. I will say that I'm getting very good at not noticing the camera is there. First few days you use it, you're like, God, there's a damn camera on me. Don't pick your nose, don't scratch your balls, don't do any of that. Instead, what you wind up doing is you do eventually just completely forget that the camera's there, and so you do things like leave it for hours at a time while it's running after you've closed the hangar door, or you simply leave it there overnight and record 10 hours of nothing. You also forget exactly where the hell the camera's pointing, so you wind up being off frame a lot. It's a delicate balance because these cameras aren't big. They don't exactly have a telephoto lens, and you want it to capture as much of what I'm actually doing as possible. So anyway, it's something you have to, I'm just trying to stay conscious of. So dimpling these skins, not much to say, just dimple, dimple, dimple. Talking with our mechanic. Or no, who is that? Who knows? So on a side note, so one of the instructions that Vans gives you, and I'll talk about this more in the video where I'm actually doing it because I haven't done it yet, is you need a specialized bucking bar to buck the rivets of the skin onto the other side of the ribs on the on the rear spar, because you can't really reach it because you've got these protruding skins that go back towards the trailing edge, and you got a second spar and you need to be able to get in there to a rivet. And while Vans does say that it's completely acceptable to use pop rivets, they do not come with the kit, and you would have to order them, and they are not cheap. In the end, it wound up being cheaper just to order a piece of bar stock from Granger or MasterCard or wherever you get your stock metal from, like some 1018 cold rolled steel, and making your own bucking bar. So I finally received that today. And all I need to do is just shape it so that it actually works, and then I can make the final construction, which is very exciting. So here I am countersinking the holes in the trailing edge for all of the elevators. As I'd mentioned in a previous video, there we go. As I'd mentioned in a previous video, the easiest way to do this is to take two pieces of that trailing edge, layer them on top of each other facing in opposite directions, and that winds up making a parallel surface. And if you have a nice drill press, then it makes countersinking the trailing edge flush perpendicular to the surface a breeze. Just a couple of Cleco clamps, and that thing stays right in place. Anyway, we're going to keep prepping in the next video, so I'll see you soon.